Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're returning for Urban Wealth Development, and my name is Darius Henry. You can call me Mr. Henry. I'm here to continue where we left off at. This is the third video. We gave sam.gov some time to go ahead and send over, well, actually not sam.gov, but Dun and Bradstreet some time to go ahead and send over the D&B number. They sent it over less than 24 hours. So that's something that hopefully you followed the last video and you did as well too. So we can continue. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to log in. Okay, they already have my login information. Perfect. So, that's self-explanatory. Put in your username, put in your password. You're going to go ahead and accept this. You can't use the system without it. And we're going to go to, we last left off on entity registrations. Register new entity, my data access. Let me try my data, entity management. Let me just see if anything's saved from the last time we did it. So just in case if you did it along with me and you did some of the information and it looks like as if it really didn't save. So let's go ahead and do entity registration, register new entity. Let's scroll down, start registration. Okay, we already did this. This is what we came about beforehand. And let's go to continue. Okay, what type of entity you are in? What type of entity are you registering? All right, we did business or organization, which I'm sure you've seen last time. We're going to fly through this because time flies. And we only have 15 minutes for this. For you that have paid for the program, you can email us at districtofsoul@gmail.com. Or either you can contact me personally. That's the perks of acquiring and obtaining the program. Okay, why are you registering this entity to do business with the government? We chose the first one. I'm going to just read it for you briefly. If you did not see the second video, I want to be able to bid on federal contracts or other procurement opportunities. I also want to be able to apply for grants, loans, and other financial assistance. The only difference between this one and that one is this one mentions bidding for federal contracts. So we want to move on to next. Okay. Let's scroll down. See purpose of registration, all the rewards. Blah, blah. Let's go. Click next. All right. Now this is where we're going to go over here to the email address. You're going to receive congratulations, see my name, and it's going to say your DUNS number. Okay, now we're going to go back, copy and paste that DUNS number, paste it here. All right, type in the entity's legal name, and that is the entity's legal name. This is one of my entities. We have several, so we will be registering more. Some of our entities are already registered. Okay, allow that to load up. Validated details. Let's confirm. All right. Doing business as. For this sake, I put none. However, we do business in some other manners with this, but actually we have DBAs under this as well. If you have any questions about DBAs, doing business as, then definitely get in contact with us as well. We can definitely help you file that if you want to do that. Business start. Okay. Now, last time I had the sunbiz.org up, so let me go ahead and find which one I want to put up. I'm going to go to sunbiz.org very quickly. I'm going to change this one. sunbiz.org. Okay, scroll it through. And I mean, I didn't have to be very specific on this, but I really wanted to be specific because we're recording this video and I want everyone to be able to follow along. If you do need help, once again, so this was created in date file, but we're going to say 1/25/2019. Okay. Yeah, so 1/25/2019. We always end our fiscal year in October the 15th, so we can be on the same alignment with the rest of the Fortune 500 companies. Company division name, company division number, corporate URL, congressional district, create. Alright, so here it says the MPIN will be shared with authorized partner applications. The MPIN acts as your password in these systems, and you should guard it as such. The MPIN must be 9 characters long and contain at least 1 letter, 1 number, and no spaces or special characters. So we're going to pause the video real quick. As you can see, you need to create a 9-character digit, an MPIN number, so it can be shared with grants.gov, etc., all type of government programs. So I'm going to pause the video a second. You create one. I suggest that you create a MPIN number that is either similar to your social security number, similar to your EIN number. I would suggest, since this is business, I would do EIN number. So everything can be in alignment. You don't have to necessarily ever remember, because you can always reference back to your EIN number, your employer identification number. So hold on, I'm going to pause it, and I am going to put my EIN number. Okay, real quick, I came right back. I am going to stop the video again, but before I stop it again, I want to just show you briefly also what else you may need to expect. Now right here it has request an EIN online from the IRS. If you do not know how to do that and you pay for the program, then please get in contact with one of our representatives. You can email districtofsoul@gmail.com with EIN number in the subject line. You will either be helped for free, or either you will be helped at a very, very large, massive discount. So please get in contact with us if you do not know how to do your EIN number. If you already know how to do your EIN number, then you just place your EIN number within the location where it says TIN type, taxpayer identification number. So you can either choose to put in your social or your EIN. I will always choose EIN, because with an EIN number, you are less personally liable. Now, you still want to be responsible. You still want to be a great stewardess at whatever business and activity that you endeavor in. However, you want to also have protection. So make sure you place an EIN number. And above, where I told you that you needed to place 9 digits, I can't show that number, but I wanted to speak with you briefly about it before I go on to the next page. It said put 9 digits, so that's what made me say EIN number. However, you have to also add letters as well, and the maximum character length is 9 digits. So what I did is I put 9 digits, and then I just changed my last 2 to something that I can remember. I would suggest for you to change the last 2 to the initials of your state. And you can actually do 1. You don't have to do 2. You know, I'm just suggesting because I learned that organization and making decisions mechanically while you're doing business activity can save you tons of money, tons of time. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video so we can go on to the next page and try to complete this whole entire video within this 1 15-minute setting. So thank you. Hold on. grab you a cup of coffee, cup of water, I'll be right back. Or either a cup of our elderberry love. Just give us a few seconds. Hold on. Yes, and we're back on to the next page. This is the consent page where you want to enter in your taxpayer name. Like I say, I always advise put in a company name, especially if you put in a EIN number as your taxpayer identification number. You want everything to match. So whatever company name that you chose to put, because I suggest company instead of personal name. However, I suggest moving forward instead of being complacent. So if you do not have a company at this moment, then I would suggest to move forward and put your name. However, I completely suggest or overly suggest, shall I say, to put a company name. It gives you more protection. And so let's scroll down. They already have the last four of whatever TIN number it is. And I already have my address in there. And I am going to insert most recent tax year. We're going to do 2019 because that's the most recent year. Name of individual executing consent. Title of individual executing consent. Okay, so I am going to put my name, which has a special character, but do not put a special character because systems like this will kick your information back. So if you have a name like Shaquita and it has an apostrophe in it, like mine's D'Aris with apostrophe, don't put it because they definitely kicking back all the creative names. Title of the individual executing. Okay, for me, a lot of people, they want to put CEO and they want to put president and, make themselves feel real good. And, your first few years in business, I can understand that. But the more you get into corporate structure, you want to be, you want to, how does the Rothschild say it? You want to own nothing and control everything. Now, don't take that out of context. If you don't understand it, do more research on the Rothschilds. But I'm bringing that up to say that managing member is someone that is managing the entity. The entity is separate from yourself, from your personal self. So you want to remember that. You want to manage the entity. You don't want to be the president or the CEO of the entity, because then, therefore, you are the final say so. You are the final person to get in contact with. And when you're doing business, you want to blanket yourself, protect yourself. Okay, so signature. I'm going to put my name again, no special characters. And we're going to put the date will automatically populate. Save and continue. We're going to pause it. Mandatory errors. The entry for your sin did not match the image you created on the business. Okay. So it said it did not match. Of course it didn't match. The MPIN. Oh, place your MPIN here. So I'm going to pause it real quick. I saw signature. I'm going to pause it real quick. Put my MPIN number in here, and then we're going to come back. 1 second. Don't leave. Don't go anywhere. This is very important. Multi-million-dollar contracts. Hold on. 1 second. Okay, next page. I put in the MPIN. Glad I'm going through this video with you because some people might have came upon objectives just with that small problem. So I had to put in my MPIN number. And this is why it is so important for you to make all of your passwords, usernames, systematic, be as mechanical as possible, to where you can almost go in a coma and you can remember exactly what it was. So I did not have to go off my screen. All I had to do was copy and paste and put in my MPIN number because it is very closely associated with my EIN number. Perfect. Now here we're on another page. We're going to have to continue this video again because as you can see, you have to click on this to go and get your cage code. So everyone stop the video, click on this. We'll be right back to be continued. And thank you for following along.